Okay, so the solution of an equation is the value of the variable that makes the equation a true statement. Equations in one variable, okay, can have one solution, many or infinite solutions, or no solution. Okay, and if you look these, there's 3 columns here, one for each type of solution. We are going to fill this out by the column. For one solution, we are going to use the blue pencil. Okay. So the heading, we'll color it blue so we know that's color-coded. All right, for one solution, only one value will make the equation true. So when we solve it, there's only one possible answer. One possible answer means that there's only one number that works. So one number. Okay, and if only one answer works, if only one number works for the equation, then will that equation always be true, sometimes be true, or never true? If you're cycling through all the numbers that you can think of, how many times will it be true? Always, sometimes, or never? Well, when's the only time that it will be true? When we use the correct answer, right? So the only time that's going to happen is sometimes, when I happen to use that exact number. So it will sometimes be true. And that means that it's only ever true one time. Okay, now we have an example. For the example, it's 4x plus 6 equals 18. If we were to start to solve this, the variable's already on one side, so we're going to move our constant. When we do that, we subtract 6, 4x equals 12. And then our next step, we would divide by 4, and x actually equals the value 3. So this is our answer, which that means that only one solution, that solution is the number 3. So 3 is the only number that makes the equation true. All right, and when we solved it, the end result still has a variable and a solution. All right, now for infinite solutions, we're going to use our green pencil. Okay, so for infinite solutions, any value will make the equation true. And that means that it will be any number. Any number that you can think of will work for this equation. So is it always true, sometimes true, or never true? It will always. If any number will work, then that means that whatever I pick, it's going to be true. And so that means that it is true every time. All right, and now we're to our example. 5x plus 15 equals 5x plus 15. Okay, so if we draw our line down our equal sign, we need to get our variable on one side. Both variables are the same, so when I subtract 5x, because the inverse of a positive 5x is a negative 5x, they both cancel, everything canceled, and the only thing I have left is what? 15 equals 15. Okay, so our variable went away. We're only left with numbers, and that number does equal itself. So this is a true statement. It is true. 15 is in fact equal to 15. When we end up with a number equals itself, that means that it's infinite solutions. That means I can put any number I want in for x, and it will make the equation true. So in this blank, it is any number for x will make the equation true. Okay, so the variables cancel each other out, and both sides of the equation look equal. That's what we would look for if we're trying to see if it has infinite solutions. The variables cancel out, and both sides are equal. Okay, and now we will use the red for no solution. Okay, if it has no solution, then how many values will make the equation true? None. So no values, and that means that there is no number to make it true. And so when will it be true? Never. So a contradiction is never true for any value of x. We would call these types of equations contradictions. Okay, and we were going to write in these bottom two blanks that it is not ever true. And then we have our example. Okay, so in our example, notice that both sides of the equation have the same variable term, or the same coefficient with the variable, right? So both coefficients are 4. That means that whenever I do the inverse, I subtract 4x, that they both cancel. So that's very similar to infinite solutions that we had over here, right? Okay, but what's different about it? I have 8 equals 3. Is 8 equal to 3? No. So this is a false statement. And when we get a false statement like this, that's how we know that it's no solution. So if it's a false statement where 8 does not equal 3, put a line through that, then there is no number for x that will make the equation true. And so, in general, when you have a no solution equation, the variables cancel each other, okay? And both sides of the equation do not look equal. Whereas for infinite solutions, the variables did cancel, but they are equal.